Hi, welcome to Leap Taken. This is Mika. Here at Leap Taken, I talk about all things witchy, law of attraction, manifesting, esoteric, and everything else in between. And today I just wanted to do this video as sort of a part two to knowing your spell worked. And I'm going to use, a real life example, of course. So back in a couple weeks before October, I cut my hair, clipped my ends. I clip inches of my ends. Let's just start there. I clipped a lot. And I didn't care if it was even. I just did it because I'm looking at my hair like, okay, this looks, straggly ends. And they were really thin at the end. So I was like, okay, that's not good. So clip my ends. When I clip my ends, I do, well, lately, I haven't always done this, but lately, I've done basically a little ritual. So I have a little cauldron and I take the hair and I burn it in the cauldron and I petition a goddess. In this case, I petition Oshun to assist in increasing my hair health, length, fullness, the whole nine. So the spell, I put that out with the petition, of course, and I commenced to working on my part, which is, maintaining, you know, developing, a hair routine that is suitable for my hair, so forth and so on. So I go on this path, I do that. Now, here's where it gets, I don't want to, it gets interesting, we won't say tricky. So I do all this. Now, one might think your spell would work because you would just have the end result of the hair. But when we're dealing with the energy of the universe, we petition the goddess, and then we have our own magic and our the ancestral realm involved because they're involved. If you've acknowledged them, hopefully you understand they're involved. It's not that straightforward. So I, instead of just having longer, healthier, thicker hair, in order for me to arrive at that point, other stuff had to happen. I had been taking a synthetic hormone or birth control pill. The specific kind I was taking was a progesterone only. That's how it's referred to. They come in different manufacturers' names, but it's basically progesterone only pill. It had no estrogen, and I was taking it because of fibroids mostly. To manage the pain and all that, if you know about fibroids, there's some stuff that comes with that, and I wanted to avoid that stuff. I had seen two doctors, and they were both saying, hey, if we can manage this, there's no need to do surgery, which was great to me. So I was grateful and lucky enough to find that because not everybody does that or says that. Okay, fast forward, taking this pill. So I'm noticing this pill is causing weight gain. I'm noticing it's affecting my mood. I can't put a finger on it, but I know something's up because I'm already a sensitive kind of girl, but on a sensitive in a way that I am quick to get mad. I'm not violent, but I got a hot head sometimes. I'm Aries with a Cancer moon. Let's just say it doesn't take much to tick me off. And now how I react is different. I'm aware of this, so I temper that. Um, I temper it. But just know, at my base levels, it's there. So I was extra weepy, extra sentimental. It just felt like a little too much even for me. All right, been taking this pill for 6 months. I'm noticing all these other symptoms. This is all like I noticed this before I did the spell with the hair and all that sort of stuff. But I finally reached a point where the weight thing was bothering me because I had started dieting and I cut off pretty much all carbs and I was doing some exercising, not that consistent, but I was doing enough where I should have lost at least a couple pounds, a couple. I didn't lose 1 pound, not one. I'm not exaggerating. Nothing changed on that scale. I stayed the same weight. It had been more than 30 days. Drinking more water, eating carbs, all this stuff, doing the right thing they say to do, or that had worked for me. I say to do for me because it worked before, years before. Go to this, so I make an appointment. I meet this as a new doctor because I'm new here. I had one doctor when I first got here, and now that we moved into the house we're in now, I wanted to find something in the area. Bam, find this woman. She pretty much, tells me I'm, don't know what I'm talking about. The pill doesn't call all these other. I didn't even get a chance to go through all the things I think might be a side effect. And how do I deal with this? Do I need to go to another pill? Do I need to look at something else? She was pushing the IUD on me, which is a whole other thing, which, by the way, still is hormones. So that would not have resolved my issue. And my intuition is telling me this ain't the way. This not it. So instead, she said, "Well, I'll just renew your prescription for the progesterone only. We'll try you at a different dosage since you're saying it causes weight gain." I'm saying, long story short, she gave me the pills. I'm about a weekend. It's been about a week that I had started taking those pills. I washed my hair to Thursday because I always wash my hair on Thursday, so I know this. My husband that evening saw me and my hair was wet. It was soaking wet and had gel in it because I was setting the curls. So my husband saw my hair. He's like, "Whoa, what's going on with your hair?" It's like I can see your scalp is really thin. So of course I'm looking in the mirror, taking pictures, and I'm noticing like, yeah, my parts are wider. Okay, bam, got it. All right, so I get emotional, of course, because I'm, at the precipice of always um, crying or just feeling emotions a little too strongly. Okay, fix it, no problem. So it's that evening. I kind of go on and do the rest of what I'm doing the rest of that evening, and I finally get to the point where I kind of relax and I calm down, and then I can just hear that voice, and all my most of my adult life, that voice has been present, and that I've been aware, and that voice said, "It's the pills. It's the pills." So I do research the next morning I go to bed. At that point, I ask my ancestors to just uh, help me. I do some meditation because I'm trying to bring these emotions down. Because I'm really upset at this point. Get myself together, do the research, find out it's the pills. um, I noticed a lot of hair loss in 6 months. Also, fun fact: when you switch different birth control pills or hormones, the method you're using. Because if you're using IUD and you go to pills, or vice versa, or you just try a different pill, this can have the exact same effect. So it's the same thing can happen. Basically, what the hormone is doing is disrupting the hair growth process. Where I think it's like 3 stages, and one of them is resting. That's the part where you would just do some shedding. So yeah, it pushes you to that point, and you just shed like crazy. Hence the thinning. So my ends didn't break off. I had length. It was just thin. All right. So I say all this to say, um, I did my research, found out it's the pills, found out how to better approach my root cause for even taking it, which was the fibroids, how to handle that, what vitamins I need to take. I got a physical in the process of this after, um, or yeah, I got a physical shortly after I stopped taking the pill, and my blood pressure was better. It's not that I had high blood pressure, but first thing I noticed was it was lower than what it had been when I first went to that doctor. So I had to go first, and then I went to my GYN, and they gave me a different one. So long story short, um, I think those pills had something to do with that too. I hadn't even touched on that. But anyway, I got my physical. I find out I've had some issue. I have an issue with, excuse me, my liver, meaning not like a disease, but the counts for enzymes or something like that wasn't great. I got my results, and um, my doctor told me, what to do. Like basically, you want to take it easy on alcohols, which I had already done because I had been understanding what that pill does, those hormones do to your liver. And nobody ever told me that it is taxing the hell out of your liver. Combine that with the glass of wine you drink to calm down from the cramps, or just to calm down, or because you like wine, like I did. And painkillers, especially if so you get your period, you're on the pill, of course, and get your period in between. You take painkillers, you drink wine, and you're taking these pills. It is toxic to your liver. Had no idea. So I've never had an issue with my liver, and I don't drink. I usually average about a glass, maybe two, maybe with dinner. So after finding that out, before I got my results, but unfortunately after I got the uh, testing done, I yeah, after I got the testing done, I stopped drinking my nightly wine. And if I do have a cocktail, it's usually when I'm out. Typically, I'm not drinking. Maybe 2 drinks a week. If I'm out, like we go to dinner on Friday night, and we might go out to lunch, late lunch on Saturday. I might have a cocktail with my husband, and I'm not even drinking wine. Not that it matters that it was wine, but I'm just saying. For me, wine, if I have a glass, I'll probably have a second glass. So that one little cocktail with a shot of something, because if you go to a restaurant, they're not overpouring, so it's just a little. But I've cut back tremendously, and I'm already in that mindset. So when I got those results, I already knew, okay, I'm already on my way. My spell worked. Let me bring it back. My spell worked. I wanted hair that was healthier, thicker, and longer. My spell worked because I needed to find out first. The goddess said to me, oh, I can help you. But we can't resolve it until we stop. You got to stop the thing that's making it like this. So I had to stop taking those pills so I could get what I want. I set this all into motion. And here we are now, and my hair is growing in. It's still not where I want it to be, but it is definitely growing in. And and if you hear something, that's just my husband coming in the door. Everything is basically as I wanted it to be in a spell, except I gained a lot more knowledge, a lot more information, um, and it worked. The spell worked. It worked. It is working because it was going to be something that's continuously going on. And that's what I'm talking about. It's just when you're doing different types of workings and things like that, sometimes it doesn't come in the exact package you envision. You're still getting what you wanted, but there might be some problem solving. A prime example, if you're doing love spells and things like that, and along the process, you're being challenged to kind of work on yourself, you might need to work on yourself in order to attract the person that you really, that you're meant to be with, or that's a better fit for you. But if you don't do this process, it's not going to work. So there's kind of a two-part to that spell. The part you didn't maybe know you bargained for, but you have to do that part in order for it to work. It's an exchange. So I felt that way. It was an exchange. I asked for something. I needed to stop doing something in order to get it, and that's what happened. So this is just part 2 because I did another video on knowing your spell work. This is part 2 with a story. And I hope this inspires you and motivates you to kind of do your spells, but also understand the results might be a little different than what you expected. There might be some give and take in between. Um, and this wasn't a long process. I said it was the last of what, October? From October to, this all went down in November, December. So it wasn't even a long period of time. I mean, I wasn't expecting to be Rapunzel in a month. So, you know, these things had to happen to put me on a path. So thanks for watching. I really hope this is helpful because I used to struggle with this when I first started doing uh, workings and things like that. Just kind of understanding and second guessing. Wait, does this mean it worked? Yeah, it does. It worked. So anyway, thank you for watching. Go ahead and like the video if you enjoyed it. And if you have not subscribed, please do. And if you've already subscribed, thank you very much. Thanks for watching We've Taken and watching me. Bye-bye.